Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining me tonight. And it's really great to meet a lot of you because I've met you on the Facebook GKIC page. And actually, a few months ago, I sent out a note asking, what is your biggest pain point? And so many people came back to me and said, time. I'm overwhelmed with all the information out there. I just don't have enough time to get everything done. So I can relate. You start a business, you've got to please the customers you have. You've got to find new customers. If you need employees, you've got to find them, train them, hire them. You've got all your administrative duties. You've got legal work, accounting, the list goes on. And then you want to market your business with all the newest techniques, emails, newsletters, and then you've got to keep track of your competition too. And then on top of that, you'd like a life. When you get home, there's groceries and laundry to do. You got to pick the kids up from soccer practice. And you'd like some time to spend with your family and friends. And sometimes you just get caught up, and then the GKIC newsletter comes in the mail, and you're thinking, great, there's all these new marketing activities I want to take advantage of. And at the same time, you're like, great, there's all these new marketing techniques I need to take care of. How many of you can relate? Yes. Well, I can definitely relate because several years ago, I was laid off from 2 different tech companies when the Detroit economy was not doing so well. And the second time, I thought, this is ridiculous. I've got to take control of my career. So I'm sitting in the tech office, and they're letting me go, and this light bulb goes off. And I say, I know, why don't you hire me as a PR, SEO, content marketing consultant, and that way you won't have to pay for a full-time employee, all the benefits, sick time, and it'll cost you a fraction of the price. And to my surprise, I said, yes, Melanie, that's a great idea. So I ended up leaving that day without a job, but a new business. And I'm all happy, and then I get to my car, and it hits me. What did I just do? How am I going to pay my bills? I've got to set up my business legally with accounting. I've got to set up a website, get business cards. And, well, I had no other thing to do but to dive right in. So I was able to get some help from the local SCORE office. I don't know if they have that in your area, but they gave me free legal counseling and free accounting. But then I had to hit the pavement to get new customers. And I reached out to my network. I sent emails and newsletters, and I knocked on doors. And basically, it all worked out. And after through a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, and in the trenches work that I'm sure a lot of you can relate to, I have my business. And over a decade later, I'm able to work with customers all over the world. And I have a podcast I just started, a monthly newsletter, and I've published 3 books. And I think, great, my business is going really well. But time management became huge because, to be perfectly honest with you, there were some other things I wanted to do. 3 key things. I have a passion for dance, tap, jazz, ballet, Muay Thai kickboxing, and I'm an avid scuba diver. Well, I like to do those things a lot. So running a business and doing all this time management became important. So how many of you have a hobby that you love to do that you just don't have time to do now? Golf, yoga, even spending time with friends and family, yes? That's what I thought. So how about today if I show you a way to cut through the clutter and create one piece of content that's optimized for the search engines that will also grow your business? Can I hear a yes? All right. Well, first of all, before I begin, I have 3 rules. I'm going to promise to provide you with some tips and information you can use the second you leave this door. Is everyone good with that? Second, I speak very quickly, as you can probably realize, so please take notes. If you miss something, you're out of luck. No, I'm just kidding. Raise your hand. I will stop talking so quickly and slow down and repeat myself. And third, just so that this is worthwhile for all of you and me, I want you to promise that you'll take action on some of the things I'm going to say today. Is everyone good with that? Can you hear a yes? All right. Well, let's get started. First of all, you hear all this information about content. Content is king. You must have a content marketing strategy. And it's overwhelming. And as a small business owner, you might think, OK, content's really important, but I just don't have time for this. Well, you need to make time because content is extremely important. It is one of the few things you can control with your business. I mean, there's very few things. But when you put a piece of content out there, it is yours. You own it. It is your style, message, tone, and no one can change it. So it's nice to have something you can control in your business, right? Number 2, it gives you a competitive edge. Once that content's out there, no one can touch it. They can try to copy it, but you own it. And if you do it the right way, to the right audience at the right time, you're going to increase sales. And finally, you have to have it for search engine ranking. Right now, the search engines look for content. If you don't have content out there that's new and fresh and your competition does, guess what? You're losing sales to the competition. So how many of you know all this? You just don't have time to do all this content. OK. Well, I'm going to show you how to create a very quick piece of content that will focus on your business. So the first thing I want you to do, you don't have to do it now, but you can do it when you get back to your office. You're going to write down all of the benefits that your company has to offer that are unique. I mean, you think about what keeps your target market audience members up at night. What solutions do you provide? And just a quick reminder, a lot of you probably already know this, but we're talking about benefits. So let's say you have a yellow pencil. The features are, it's yellow, it has an eraser, it writes with lead. The benefits are, though, it's lightweight, so you can take it anywhere. It writes anywhere, underwater, upside down. You don't have to worry about getting ink all over you. So remember to talk about benefits. So is everyone with me so far? OK. So we're writing down your benefits. Let's say that you own a Honolulu real estate company. And you're going to write down, let's say we've been in business 20 years. That's one of your benefits. We answer questions 7 days a week. You're not going to have any stress because we have these special concierge services. We also have this personal network of buyers and state-of-the-art property technology. We have VIP treatment. And we also have these professional photographers, videographers, and drone technology. And you're going to save thousands of dollars because we have legal inspection fees and other costs. You're not going to have to pay for those because our detailed checklist and we have a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Now notice, though, I didn't write it that way. It's more about the benefit you offer. You think about your target market. So you make a list of that, especially things that are unique to your business the competition doesn't have. So those are your benefits. Now, the next thing, we're going to talk about this sneaky thing called search engine optimization. You hear all the buzz about SEO. And when it comes right down to it, you really need to think about your customers and the value you provide. So the first thing you're going to do is think of common sense terms and write down those that anyone might look for when they're looking for your products and services. With search engine optimization, you don't have to worry about all the algorithms changing, all these updates you get. And I know you guys get a lot of them, girls and guys, because I get them every day on how we can put you #1 in the rankings. You're going to be at the top of the search engines. Well, as a small business owner, I have good news for you. You only have to focus on one thing, and that is providing valuable content to your target market. The search engines will look at that and see that you're providing valuable information about a specific topic, and they will rank you in the search engines. So this doesn't change. The algorithms can change like crazy. You can get all this buzz and news about SEO. But if you just provide valuable content, you're going to be OK. Now, obviously, there is a lot of technical mumbo-jumbo that goes with SEO as well. But you've got your core responsibilities in your business to focus on. So all you have to think about is providing this valuable content. So the first thing you do is make a list of the common sense terms. If I am your key prospect, what terms am I going to look for online? If I'm a Honolulu real estate business, I might use Honolulu real estate, Hawaii luxury homes, Hawaii real estate agent, or Hawaii homes for sale. So when you get home, make your own list. Now, you also want to look at the competition. You can easily do this by going to their website and seeing which terms they use a lot. Write them down. And they're going to use it in all of their electronic marketing, their emails, their newsletters. So you write that down. Now, to make this really simple, how would you all like to know a juicy secret that you can find out exactly what words your competition is using right now, in seconds, at absolutely no cost? How many of you would like to hear that? All right. Here we go. First thing you do is you go to your competitor's website. If you are on a PC, you hit Control-U, which is also View Source. If you're on a Mac, it's Safari. Go to Develop, Show Page Source in the menu bar. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, you can go to Google after this and type in Show Page Source, and it will show you how to do it for your particular system. So, everyone with me so far? Let's say I'm on a PC. I hit Control-U. All this technical mumbo-jumbo comes up. It's the source code for that particular website. You are now going to hit Control-F if you are on a PC. If you are on a Mac, you're going to hit Command-F. And that's basically the find function key. This little box is going to come up, and you type in the word keywords. OK, so everyone with me so far? Go to a competitor site, hit Control-U. You're going to hit Control-F and the keywords. Everyone good? Yes. OK. Boom. You get this page full of mumbo-jumbo. But the keywords are going to be highlighted. Your competition is telling you exactly what keywords they're using right now. They are using Hawaii real estate, Hawaii homes for sale. You can see it right here. Hawaii properties, Hawaii listings, Hawaii houses for sale. Now, sometimes you won't see any of this information. If that's the case, you might have an advantage there with SEO. They might be hiding their keywords. Go ahead and write them down. This is what your competition is using. You can go to every site, write them down, so you have your common sense terms and you have your competitor keywords. Everyone good with me so far? Is everyone going to use this? I use it. It's cheap. It's free. OK. So you know a little bit about SEO. You've got your common sense terms. And you will find that a lot of the competitor terms are the ones on your list. If you see certain keywords coming up a lot and they're also on your common sense list, those are probably the terms you want to start with. OK? So let's go back to our piece of content and our list of benefits. First thing you're going to do is write a headline. The top 7 things to look for in a Hawaii real estate expert. Let's say you have 5 benefits. The top 5 benefits to look for in a Boston plumber. Basically, you make it your own. It's a list of whatever benefits you had. Notice I use Hawaii real estate expert, top keyword. Now, everyone tends to forget the subtitle. It's a huge opportunity for additional SEO rankings. Anytime you write a piece of content, please add a subtitle. The only thing is you have to use completely different words that are in your title. And you can also put in an additional keyword there. Here I have, don't buy Hawaiian homes until you read this list first. So you have a title and a subtitle. Easy peasy. Now you can either go straight to your list or type in an opening paragraph. Very simple. You're just introducing the list of benefits that you're going to provide. Right here I wrote, it can be very competitive to find and buy your dream home in Hawaii. After all, everyone wants to enjoy the warm tropical breezes, beautiful beaches, and everything this paradise has to offer. However, you can have a competitive advantage with these top 7 things to look for in a Hawaii real estate agent, or whatever the name of your list is going to be. So your title, subtitle, opening paragraph, and boom, we are ready for the list. Everyone good with me? Yes? OK, thank you. We're going back to our list of benefits. Now, as I said before, if you're not a copywriter, you want to think about how you're writing it so it is a benefit for your targeted audience. You don't just write, we've been in business 20 years. No one cares. You're going to add, oh, you can relax. We had relax with 20 years of experience and expertise in the local area. You're going to change that into what are people looking for in this list? I'm providing a list of things they need to look for. Well, they want to hire real estate pros who have at least 20 years of experience in the local area. Benefit 2 was get answers to your questions 7 days a week. So now you can turn that into, you better confirm that you can get answers at any time with a real estate agent who is available 7 days a week. One more example. We said that you could experience zero stress in your move with our concierge services. Well, the list benefit would be seek a stress-free experience as you transition to a new location with personal concierge services. Basically, you're taking your list, turning it into a beneficial statement that helps the person on the other end, your targeted audience. And also a quick tip. Notice I've started each sentence with an action verb. It just instantly helps engage your audience, and it adds a little oomph to your copy. It's written in present tense. So all you do is take your list of benefits, turn it into a helpful list. And this might look something like this. So we have a whole list of 7 benefits. Hire real estate pros who have at least 20 years of experience in the local area. Confirm you can get answers at any time with a real estate agent who is available 7 days a week. Seek a stress-free experience as you transition to a new location with personal concierge services. Secure your home purchase before the competition with an exclusive personal network of buyers and state-of-the-art property technology. Ensure you get VIP treatment from a team of experts in negotiation, staging, finance, and more dedicated to finding and purchasing the property of your dreams. And we go on. But notice how you read these, and if your target market is reading these, I think, wow, this is great. I really need to look for these things. But at the same time, you are focusing on the unique benefits that your business has to offer. Your competition isn't offering this list of what they need. If they need this list and it's only something you provide, guess who they're going to call? So are we good with our list of benefits? Thank you. Okay. Finally, you're going to end with a simple paragraph and call to action. Again, just tie it all up with a simple sentence, or if you want to write more, you can. Enjoy the VIP treatment you deserve and sell or buy a home in paradise with the best Hawaii real estate experts available. And then I put our call to action. Contact us at our phone number for your free personal consultation and exclusive discount today. You want to keep it to one call to action. It could be an email, a phone number, a specific landing page. You just want to make sure you can track whatever call to action that you give them so you know it's coming from this particular piece of content. So everyone good with me? We have our last paragraph and finally our call to action. Everyone good? All right. So here's your final piece of content, written in just a few minutes. The top 7 things you look for in a Hawaii real estate expert. Title with your main keyword in it. Subtitle, don't buy Hawaiian homes until you read this list first. And we have, again, our second keyword in here. Our opening paragraph. You know, you're telling people it is really competitive. I really need somebody who can help, who has this list of services. What is that list? Top 7 things to look for in a Hawaii real estate agent, or 5 things to look for in a Boston plumber, whatever your company does. We've listed all of our benefits. I like to do 5 to 7. You can do more if you like, but it gets a lot to read. They all start with an action verb. You are putting your keywords throughout. You end with the final paragraph and your call to action, and boom! You have a piece of content that is optimized for the search engines that focuses on your unique benefits, but doesn't really look like that. It looks like you're providing valuable information to your target market. And now you can use that in a multitude of ways. So, is everyone good with that? All right. Now, we're going to talk about all the different ways you can use this content for free. So you've used this one piece of content. You want to get the most out of it to save your time. Obviously, you're going to turn it into a blog. Search engines love blogs. If you put current blogs out there on a regular basis, your rankings will go up. Emails that point to the blog. Don't just put the blog up there, work it. Send out an email saying that you just posted this blog with all these great benefits in it. Or break down each specific benefit that you listed in there and send it out and saying, here's our tip of the day in the email. Go back to the blog to read the whole list. So you can break it down for all your 7 benefits or just send out one email. You can do the same thing with a social media tip of the day. Again, you can send out the link to your blog on all your social media venues or break down each benefit into a different tip of the day. What should you look for in a Hawaii real estate agent? Someone with concierge services who provides 24-hour service. So you can break down each tip into a tip of the day for social media. Next, you can do the same thing with a video. You can get in front of the video and just read your blog verbatim, or again, do a blog every Monday, Monday's tip. And you can expound a little bit more on each benefit. Talk about the concierge services. Then the next week, you talk about your high technology that you use. So you can break it down into videos. And if you have a face for radio, as they say, and you don't want to go on video, there are always podcasts and audio. You do the same thing where you talk about your blog and all the benefits and what people should look for in a real estate agent or whatever you may do. And also you can break it down into different episodes. You can do one podcast reading your whole blog, or break it down in different podcasts and again talk about all the benefits of your concierge service. You want to look for compatible businesses that have your target market that you want to reach. Once you write your piece of content, let's say this is a Hawaii real estate agent, they might want to go after interior designers who have the same audience they do. You reach out to them and say, hey, I have this valuable piece of information you can share with your target market. And they might need content, and just post it. And boom, you have already reached their entire audience at no cost. And sometimes you can ask them if they want to join you and do a joint piece of content. And what happens is you immediately get to share their target market. And you've written this one piece of content. So that's a great way to market to your specific target audience without spending any money. Infographic or graphic for each point. Again, you can take the entire blog and turn it into a really nice infographic and then market it accordingly. Or you can, again, take each particular benefit that we had in that list and make a meme out of it and have your weekly meme or your daily meme. Looking for a great real estate agent? Look for 24-hour concierge services. You can spread that out for a long period of time and also send out an email. Hey, we have a new infographic. Check it out. Number 8, if you do not have a frequently asked questions page on your site, this will help you create one. The search engines love frequently asked question pages because you can insert a lot of your keywords there. So what you do is you take your list of benefits and move it over to your frequently asked question page. Question, what kind of customer service do you have? We have 24-hour concierge services, and make a little paragraph. So if you don't have it and you have this piece of content, just move the content over and tweak it a little bit so it's not exactly the same content, and boom, you have a frequently asked questions page that you can add to. And you want to insert your keywords in a good way there so the search engines can find it. Number 9, you can do a press release announcing, maybe this is your first blog. We have a brand new blog. We have a brand new infographic. You just want to make sure it's newsworthy. And just so you know, there are a lot of industry sites out there that will post your press release for free. So before you pay for a big service to send it out, take a look at the industry sites in your area and also your local media to see if they will do it for free. The next choice I would pick would be PR Web. They're fairly inexpensive and pretty credible. And then finally, you can make an ebook or tip sheet out of your list. And then you can market it. You can send it out as a freebie with a newsletter or a bonus. And again, send out an email. Hey, we have this great tip sheet. So there are 10 ways you can use that one piece of content for free. Everyone good there? Okay. Now you're probably thinking, wow, Melanie, that's great. But you know what? I'm busy. I'm an electrician. I have to be out there on the field. I don't have time to do this. Okay. So I'm going to give you some ways that you can do more of your marketing and content without spending a lot of time or money. Okay, everyone good with that? Yeah. All right. First of all, partner with another business. I talked a little bit about this before. You want to look for a company that has the same target market you're going after. And a lot of times you can find a bigger company that has a whole marketing team, and they will do all the marketing for you. You just have to be able to provide something valuable, whether it's products and services, something on your team, technology. But then what happens is you split the cost of everything, the effort, the content, and you reach their huge audience. You can do this with several different companies. Share their target market, and you're set. Absolutely no cost. You just make sure it's a good arrangement with the partner so that you're providing value too. Contact a local university or college. Yes, you all know about getting an intern, and a lot of people don't because it's a pain. You've got to train them. By the time you train them, you can do the work yourself. Well, if you find the right person, they can take a lot of the administrative duties off of your hands and do the content for you. But here's another juicy secret a lot of people don't know about. I had a client do this a long time ago. Basically, you call the marketing department at your local university or community college and ask them if they would like to do a marketing project. And you call them at the beginning of the year. what happens is the students come over, they talk to you, they do a whole business plan. Make sure you're okay with it. They do all the tactics. They run a complete marketing campaign for you and give you the results. Yes, it's done by students, but you get a free marketing campaign, and that's better than nothing. And the great thing about it is the students are really excited because it's kind of their first real-world project they can put in their portfolio. And also they get graded. So they're going to be there and do a great job. My client was really happy because I did this whole marketing campaign. And this was before I had started working with the client. He had told me about it. But that you just have to watch the timing. You have to be able to call the university before the year starts. So if you don't have time to do all this writing, record it. Find someone to transcribe it or edit it for you. It can be an intern. It can be a family friend. You can use one of those inexpensive transcription services out there. You can record away, and boom, it turns into content. You can even give them that outline I showed you of the benefits. Trade. This is similar to finding another business, but instead of doing any kind of dollars in that, let's say you needed editing. Maybe you can find a student to do you for a gift card or one of your products and services. If you need copywriting and you can't afford it or you need editing, try to find something that you have that you can trade with them and get the results that you need. Okay, is everyone good with me there? Now you're probably thinking, oh, Melanie, this is still a lot of work. I don't have time for this. Well, I hate to tell you, but content is really important. With over 1.24 billion websites in the world, 3.74 billion internet users, 2 million blog posts published every day, 5.5 billion Google searches made every day, and this is a few months old data. It's probably a lot bigger now. If you are not part of the content game, you are losing thousands of customers, money, effort, time to your competition. Content is huge, but as I showed you, there's ways to do it if you don't have the time or you're not a writer, what have you. And a lot of you are thinking, oh, this is great, something more to do. I don't have time to do this. Well, when GKIC asked me to come on board to do this, I thought, I need to provide a solution. I'm a small business owner. I know how it is. So I have a solution for you. It's called the Rembrandt Content Review. And I don't usually do this, but it's only going to be available to people this weekend because, I need the time to go do my scuba diving things I want to do. But basically, what I will do personally is go through your website from a content marketing standpoint. There might be little things lurking there that you don't know is sending people to the competition. And then I'm going to provide just a simple list of tips and steps you can take to make those adjustments. Maybe it's something simple like changing those verbs to action verbs. That is something you can hand over to an intern or administrative assistant. They can go through this checklist and make all the changes for you. The next thing, okay, great. You have your checklist that I personally provide and go through your website. You are going to get an SEO blog, similar to the one we just talked about. If you don't have the time and skill to write and you're not a trained copywriter, you could end up making a bad impression. So me and my team will use the results from the review that we do to write a blog for you. It will be optimized for the search engines. So then as soon as you have this piece of content, you can use it in the multitude of ways we just talked about. Now that isn't enough though, because I wanted to give you some help moving forward with all the SEO out there. One thing to be very careful of, if you hire an SEO firm, they'll say they'll do everything for you. Be careful hiring technical people to do your writing. They're not necessarily trained in writing copy that sells, so be very careful with that. You want an SEO certified copywriter who knows SEO, who can also write. But with that in mind, I'm going to give you a simple tip sheet where you can just look at this and optimize any piece of content that you have. It's something simple. Again, you can hand over to your administrative assistant, an intern, anyone on your team. They go through the list, no technical knowledge needed, make these changes, and your content will be optimized for the search engines. And also to go with this, I wanted to provide a quick content guide. Basically, you may be making a bad first impression with your customers and sending them elsewhere. This list goes through things that you can do immediately. Again, you can hand it over to an administrative assistant. Little things you can do to your content to make it more engaging. And it's surprising. Little things you can do can make a huge difference. So I definitely wanted to provide both of those. And a lot of you might not know it, but I've been a publicist for over 20 years. And at some point, as a small business owner, a reporter is going to call you. Now that can be a huge opportunity. It's third-party credibility you simply cannot buy, but it can go the wrong way. If you say or do the wrong thing, you can lose thousands of dollars and spend a fortune trying to fix your online reputation. So with that in mind, I put together a quick media checklist. There are some things you never ever say to the reporters. And there's things you don't do either to make a good impression and to save your reputation and to look professional. Basically, I put together a list from all my years of experience. You just go through it. It'll tell you what you need to do to prepare for your media interview and also what to wear. You want to look good, right? So it tells you the things that you should not say either. Now, this is something I just created it for you, the GKIC people who are here this weekend. It's just something, these are things I provide my regular retainers for clients that are annual retainers. But I wanted to make it affordable too. You get all of this for $5.97. And also, if you're not happy after 60 days, you can contact GKIC and get your money back. You're going to get the personalized content assessment from me rather than paying my annual retainer and hiring me. So I'll be working directly with you or your team. You're going to avoid wasting thousands of dollars in time, because if you write a piece of content that's not that great, it can do damage to your company. So in a nutshell, I really want you to stop being overwhelmed with all the information out there. I want you to be able to have time to do all the things that you love to do. So hopefully I provided some tips today, and you promised me you'd take action on the things we're doing today. So hopefully you found this valuable, and I will be around to answer questions as well. But I want to thank you very much, and I wish you all the best.